The music in James Gunn movies has always been something to marvel at. The director recently revealed his process of picking music for his films. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. James Gunn's reputation as one of the best soundtrack curators in Hollywood is no accident. His films aren't just remembered for their characters and visuals, they're remembered for the songs. Whether it's Peter Quill vibing to Redbone or a perfectly timed Bowie track elevating a scene's emotion, Gunn's music choices feel surgically precise. But what fans may not realize is how much time, energy, and obsession go into curating those playlists. While most directors consider music in the post-production stage, Gunn builds soundtracks into his films from the earliest writing sessions. And now, he's finally revealed the surprising method behind how he keeps his music picks fresh and inspired. In a recent interview on Max's YouTube channel, James Gunn shared that he is a huge fan of music. "I'm pretty obsessive about music." He listens to a lot of music across genres, and there are tools that help him in the process. Gunn revealed that he regularly visits a site called Album of the Year, a platform that catalogs every new album release along with critical and fan reviews. While it's not a streaming service, it serves as his go-to resource to discover highly rated new music across genres. Once something catches his eye, he dives into listening sessions. Since it's impossible to listen to all the music that comes out, Gunn picks from his favorite genres and the highly rated work on the website he mentioned. He also often relies on the recommendations from his brothers, who are just as passionate about music. These exchanges allow Gunn to explore sounds beyond his comfort zone, which eventually influence his storytelling decisions. This obsessive method has been a part of his creative process since the beginning. During the making of the Chris Pratt star, Guardians of the Galaxy, he sifted through hundreds of lesser-known 70s songs, narrowing them down to a set that would form the heart of the film. The final selections were so tightly integrated that they were played live on set, helping actors and crew sync to the rhythm and tone. The result was a soundtrack that felt like an emotional backbone, not just background music. Despite being known for his impeccable playlists, Gunn is making a deliberate shift with the David Corenswet-starrer Superman. Unlike his previous films, this one leans heavily on a traditional score, composed by John Murphy and David Fleming. There are still a couple of songs woven into the film, but Gunn has said this is his first score-heavy project. He believes this approach helped him grow creatively, forcing him to find new ways to shape mood and narrative without relying on the emotional shorthand that needle drops often provide. Even with the score leading the way, Gunn hasn't forgotten the power of legacy. The composer has hinted at incorporating subtle nods to John Williams' original Superman theme, honoring the character's musical past without overdoing it. The trailer even featured a reworked version of the iconic fanfare, suggesting a respectful balance between old and new. What's also notable is what Superman avoids. Gunn reportedly made it clear that overused tracks like "Don't Stop Me Now" or "Kryptonite" won't appear in the movie. He's still curating with the same precision, just through a different musical lens. Going forward, Gunn has expressed interest in exploring more projects that lean into original scoring, signaling a potential evolution in his creative playbook. Whether through nostalgic bangers in Guardians or sweeping compositions in Superman, James Gunn's relationship with music is central to his storytelling. James Gunn confirms an unexpected R-rated DCU horror projects tied to AI. Fans, Clayface is about to get a terrifying makeover, be real. Home Interviews, a great horror movie. James Gunn's most unplanned rated R DCU project will have AI connections. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. A great horror movie. James Gunn's most unplanned rated R DCU project will have AI connections. James Gunn confirms an unexpected R-rated DCU horror projects tied to AI. Fans, Clayface is about to get a terrifying makeover, be ready. David Craig and Bryan Crano talk I don't understand. James Gunn is on a mission to reset the DCU for good, and something is cooking for everyone. With Superman's upcoming release, Gunn has recently opened up on some of the future projects, and one of them turned out to be something fans did not see coming. Fans might want to sit down for a minute for this, because DC is going all horror soon, with Clayface. Yes. As per Gunn's recent update on the project, the film will be a body horror and will be rated R. What's even wilder? The film might have something to do with AI and deep fake. This revelation during his recent interview has left the internet divided. While some are all for the idea, The rest are disappointed. Nevertheless, DC and body horror? This is a win-win. James Gunn and Mike Flanagan, DCU's horror dream team. The idea of Batman's iconic, shape-shifting supervillain, Clayface, coming to life is all thanks to American filmmaker Mike Flanagan. As per Deadline, Flanagan pitched the idea of Clayface to DC Studios, which got greenlit to join the DC. The filmmaker had expressed his wish to make a standalone Clayface film back in 2021 over X, back then Twitter, and wanted to approach it as horror/thriller/tragedy. James Gunn is in talks with very famous actor for a DCU project, but with one. James Gunn is in talks with very famous actor for a DCU project, but with one condition. As per recent updates by The Hollywood Reporter, the film got its director, and it's none other than Speak No Evil director, James Watkins, with actor Tom Rhys-Harries leading it. And now, with DC boss James Gunn sharing his take on it, it seems like the preparation for the upcoming film is under full swing, and it's leading the horror way just like Mike Flanagan envisioned. Clayface to be a product of AI and body horror? James Gunn reveals. James Gunn in a still. James Gunn in a still credits. For the unversed, Clayface, also known as Basil Karlo, is a shape-shifting villain with a tragic backstory in the DC comics. Ditching the traditional view, the DCU version might come with a terrifying upgrade with the help of AI and deep fakes. During his recent appearance on the DC Studio Showcase official podcast, James Gunn revealed that the Clayface film will be quite intense with a touch of body horror and will likely be rated R. He said, "It's rated R, yeah, it's not anything now, because the MPAA has to watch it, but it's most likely rated R. It's pretty intense." The DC boss also spoke about how it all started and credited Mike Flanagan for the scripting of Clayface, calling it a body horror movie. Gunn said, "Mike Flanagan is somebody who I've been friendly with for a long time, and he wrote me about Clayface. He texted me about it really early on in my DC journey. Just being honest, I did not think that was something that was going to happen, but he came in and he pitched the idea and I was like, OS. That's cool. It's a body horror movie. It's a horror movie that, like any cool body horror movie, just happens to be in the DCU. Who is Tom Rhys-Harries? James Gunn confirms his new Clayface with James Watkins directing related. Who is Tom Rhys-Harries? James Gunn confirms his new Clayface with James Watkins directing. When comic correspondent Coy Jandreau expressed his view about Clayface having commentary of AI and deep fake to it as it is 2025, James Gunn immediately jumped in and replied, "That stuff, that's in there." The quick confirmation from James Gunn was enough to prove that DC is very serious about Clayface being the horror film its fans never saw coming their way. James Gunn and DC's AI helped horror film?